Hello, Mac, or maybe Jack. I don't actually know which is which. You don't know me, but I'm a friend. I'm disguising my voice, and definitely not a small meat man. I've got a tip for you. I know you think that the monkey killer case has gone cold, but it's just heating up. There's more to this than you can possibly imagine. I know that you want to stay at home, you want to watch your old Baywatch films and dance the one-hand tango, but you can't give up on this, Mac or Jack. This thing goes right to the top. You've got to shake the tree. See what kind of monkeys fall out. Don't try and contact me. You'll never find out who I am. Latte for Jim? Oh, shit.
Yeah, we won't get fooled again.
Previously on the Danger Club podcast.
Oh, that was hard.
We didn't die.
There is an enormous statue of an eland.
These are the pillar watchers that we saw in Kibwe. The crystallized. It feels familiar.
Do you think this is the curse breaker?
You are reverted back to the form of a half-orc.
I don't think there's any brain damage here.
I will take what I seek from your lifeless bones.
Run.
The adventure continues now.
Let's go.
Yeah, we gotta go. We gotta do this, man.
We gotta go.
This is it. We gotta go.
We gotta go, man.
We are running for our... Well, we're not running for our lives.
We are rolling. We are running for our lives. This is the first thing you haven't said. We're rolling.
Running just as fast as we can.
Holding on to one another's hands.
Trying to get away into the night. And then you put me on a dinosaur. And then I'm going into the jungle.
I think we're on Spike now. There seems to be another cultist around.
Oh, what a beautiful way to start the show. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Danger Club podcast.
Hey.
What a lovely, lovely record we've had. I've had an appropriate amount of coffee today, not too much.
Not too much.
We had some nice coffee. You got a nice cafetiere here. I've been
nice.
Cafetiere. French press. French press.
Yeah, you've had just the right amount of coffee down.
James bought some nice coffee, didn't he? But some nice coffee.
I did bought some nice coffee, yeah. And Colin, bless you, apologetic explaining he hasn't drunk coffee since the lockdown. But it's fine.
I haven't drunk caffeinated coffee.
Kept that quiet, didn't you?
It's a classic Colin, though. It's a classic Colin move. I was like... Because I've started grinding my own beans since Christmas. That's been my new coffee thing. I've bought a coffee grinder. I'm going to initially to save money, but then that's just the slippery slope. It's like, now I'm going to spend more money than I did before on really nice coffee beans. I'm going to grind my own. And I know that Colin has a coffee grinder, and it's the kind of thing. So I was like, oh yeah, but how's your coffee grind? Have you got any tips on it? He's like, yeah, I'm not really into that now. That's like any time you try to reach out to Colin, he's like, yeah, nah, it's the old me.
He's like the cool kid at school who was always one step ahead with the toys and be like, oh, I've got that now. Yeah, I'm bored of that now. Yeah. I gave mine to literally a tramp.
I'm always one step ahead, like a carpenter who makes stairs. Love that quote. Andy Bernard from The Office. I love that.
That's great. A quick question, because I remember you mentioned about making pasta. You've used that much?
The pasta machine I use roughly once a year, just enough to justify owning the pasta machine, and then it goes back in the cupboard because it's... I don't know if you tried to roll pasta in a small London kitchen. You could do it, James, you could do it in your kitchen because you've got a huge kitchen. It'd be perfect for it. You need masses of space to roll that out. You got to roll those sheets out really, really long. If you're doing it in a little kitchen, you've got to go around corners. You've got to keep turning corners with the pasta until it's just draped over everything. It's an absolute nightmare. It's real good though. Homemade pasta is real nice. But
brilliant. We bought pasta flour at the beginning of lockdown, and it's still
What's your favourite?
2 years.
What's your favourite types of pasta?
Favourite type of pasta?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I used to like penne, but then penne sort of has that thing when it fills up with sauce, then you bite into it, it goes squit with the really hot sauce, and that's not nice.
It goes like what?
It goes like what? It goes like that.
That's a horrible word.
It does, and it squits.
You know when there are words that just
hot stuff in your mouth.
You know, some people have just certain words that just put a shudder through. That is one for me.
A lot of
That's
people don't like moist.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like moist.
I don't mind moist. I don't mind squit. I don't mind,
Squit's irredeemable. Moist is fine because a cake can be moist.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing good squits.
No.
A good cake could squit.
Do you know you're not
cream.
supposed
What about
to?
an eclair? Squitting cream.
No,
supposed
an eclair splooge.
Well,
Sorry,
I'll
Ross.
tell you,
Splooge.
no, I was going to say you're not supposed to have bolognese on a spaghetti. Did you know that? It's supposed to be with either a penne or the shell.
Conchigli.
Yeah,
This
the
is.
ragu.
I've been on about this for ages because then the conchiglis themselves fill up with the shell.
Yeah.
That is part of the reason why I was going to say conchigli is my favorite, because if you get a bit of mushroom or a bit of olive or something, a bit of meat in there, it's like a little treat. You know.
Conchiglie.
That's why I like them.
Conchiglie.
What?
All right, so to swear.
Yeah, all right, mate.
Farfalle. Conchiglie. And then
Squid.
I tell you what I can't get on with. I really like, because I love tortellini, but I can't get on with the correct way of eating tortellini in parts of northern Italy is to have it in broth. That's we've been in Modena. They were like, tortellini, you have it in it's like a beef broth, and I was like, I cannot get on with this. It's just like, it's pasta in a sort of beef. It's like pasta in Bovril. It's like it's not working for me. I need a tomato sauce, or I need which I know is not right. But I just I'm not a.
We've been westernised, haven't we? Really, like our view of these foods. has been-
Right, here's a question: How much garlic would you put in like a bolognese sauce or just a
At
pasta sauce?
least 5 bulbs.
So you chop up the bulbs, and put all of them in. I do the same, right? So you put all the garlic in the sauce, right?
It depends.
Well, you don't even. What, you just
you
chuck a whole
Chop
clove
up or
in?
crush it, and
You
you just
layer the garlic throughout. So you get the crushed cloves, right? You put them in with the onions. Okay,
Should we
and
go to
then
the pub just for
throughout later on, if you want. There's like some crushed garlic that you've got in like white wine sauce. They do like the lazy garlic. You stick that in throughout making the sauce, and then if you want an extra touch, there's some garlic infused salt that you can put on when you're at the top. So you've got garlic
Different
throughout
types
the
of
entire
garlic,
meal.
yeah,
Yes,
I like that.
because
I like that a
some
lot.
garlic you add late, very, very late, and then some garlic you can add quite early on.
now.
People say you should put it in last. Yeah.
I've only got a few Italian friends, but my Italian friends will swear by you will put a bulb, like you won't crush it, you won't chop it or anything like that. You'll put it in the sauce as it's cooking. And then, like a bay leaf, you take it out and throw it away.
I like to do that with the chili.
You don't actually put garlic in a sauce. You don't fry it. You don't cook it in a sauce.
Oh, so they don't add any more garlic?
No, see, I completely disagree with that, and I think this is a British thing, as you were
does
saying.
Martin Scorsese. That's
Yeah, right.
outrageous,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's a very sort of westernized thing. It's not an Italian thing. It might change in different regions and different like places in Italy, because everyone has a different kind of way of cooking. But yeah, I'm the same. We'll put garlic on early on. I won't fry it with onions actually. It will go in a lot later. It will go like maybe if it's fried, maybe for just like 1 minute at the end of cooking those onions. Yeah, why not, Dan? Turn the timer now.
Why not?
Again, we're another 10 minutes in, but that's fine.
It's fine.
And then right at the end as well, what I'll do is I'll crush more garlic and put it in the sauce. So it's so you've got more garlic in
It
it.
is quite a Mediterranean thing to put the entire bulb in and then take it out.
Yeah.
That is, I do see that every now and then. And then you do have the option of, if the meal is delicious enough, scooping out the garlic bulb and putting that onto your meal as well, just for an extra, almost too rich garlic hit. Which is
that sounds
pushing
good.
it.
Yeah, and to be honest, when you said about your friend taking it out and then throwing it away, eat that sucker.
Eat
Don't
the
throw it away.
motherfucker,
Because I obviously have olives, and when they've got those garlic, the actual sort of garlic bulbs just in there, just eat it. Garlic is insanely good for you. Insanely
Yeah,
good.
it's really good.
Really, really
Super
good.
food.
I mean, it does leak from your pores. I ate so much garlic once. Every part of me smelled of garlic. It was just like, oh my God.
I had an ex-girlfriend actually, if she had the slightest bit of garlic, she would stink the next day. Like it would just come out of her pores. Yeah, it was amazing. It was amazing.
Worst things come out your
Very
pores.
safe from vampires.
Do you know what's,
Yeah,
quite
yeah.
interesting? On a slightly different tactic. So I haven't used sort of like shop
Soap.
bought deodorant. No, deodorant. So actually scented stuff. Having used it for
Yeah,
years
we
and
know,
years
mate.
and years.
We know.
No, yeah, I know, right? But instead I've been using salt. I've been using those salt sticks. I think we mentioned it. You've the old-
Salt of the Earth.
Salt of the
It's
Earth.
called,
I
yeah.
actually use. I didn't get on so well with that, but I use another brand. But it's fine.
I use salt of the earth.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good.
It's good, isn't it? But haven't you noticed how interesting it is that you can tell what you've eaten or done because you're more in tune with your sort of the smells that come out of your body, and not unpleasant, but just sort of odd, sort of like
Wait, what?
Because normally with a deodorant, right? So you just cover it with the perfume. So you're just going, there you go, I smell of right guard or Dove or whatever the fuck it is you whack on yourself. Whereas by using the salt, it doesn't smell of anything, but you don't smell of sweat, but you also, have you never noticed that?
Are you on mushrooms?
Yeah, man. I am tripping balls right now. Let me tell you what, you guys are great.
You mean you understand your own smell, like what your musk is?
No, you just go and notice different things. Like if you, like you'll see, we're saying if you eat garlic, you can smell your skin, you smell the garlic. That's an extreme example, but just sort of a bit more in tune with.
So every now and then you get,
because it doesn't. You don't smell of sweat, but you sort of, because obviously your glands are under there and stuff like that, and that's one of the reasons why you shouldn't use it, because all that toxins, they put so much crap in deodorant.
Yeah, they really do.
And it gets in through your armpit into your it's not adrenal. It's some of your glands there, which then communicate that to the rest of your body.
Yeah,
it's bad shit, man.
So you saying you smelt your forearm before and it smelled of like Twix?
What? Where did you get Twix?
if you eat a lot of Twixes,
Is your smell gone really like? Are you
like you saying you could smell the food on your body?
No. I mean more in terms of because it's not being masked by perfume. Because I don't tend to wear perfume. Because like a lot of deodorants, you see what I mean?
I don't know about you. I think this is the best pramble we've ever done.
I think it might be.
This is the first time I've not been trying to cut it off at the 10-minute point.
Do you know what? I'm really
riveted.
surprised.
Genuinely.
I'm really surprised because I know you used it, and obviously I thought Scott, you'd probably be on it, and like Ross, well, I didn't think you'd be on it at all.
Nah, not bother, mate. Get the old antiperspirant under my arms.
Well, that's it, and also antiperspirant as well. Stopping yourself from sweating. Sweat is good. You should sweat, but stopping yourself from doing a biological function can't be good.
After a bunga show, I'm sweating like I've been masturbating for a month, so don't worry about that.
I mean, your show is pretty much masturbating in front of people, so you know.
That's true. Yeah.
Just
you
doing an Italian
profusely
accent.
sweat after you make. Why are we going down this road, girl? I'm going to make you sweat.
Do you notice a distinctive smell once you've masturbated? That was just different.
Well, look, when we start doing this, I always think that we're going too far.
Oh no,
we're going too far. Oh yeah.
Hey, listen, man. I'm just saying.
Well, from the smell of Ross's post-coital sweat.
Scott, what do you think? Scott, give us your opinion on the spot.
Yeah, right now, speak into the microphone.
I'll give you a 10 if you can whistle.
Scott put in a Reese's round.
I mean, it's my fault for buying them. Again, twice now in this record day, because we record in batches, I put sugary snacks under Scott's face while recording, so it's my bad.
Reese's Pieces, if you want to sponsor us with the Danger Club.
I feel bad because he's done nothing but try to give us healthy snacks the entire day.
Yeah,
and the one day he's like, I'll just have a bit of chocolate just to end it. And we're now like, talk for us, Scott. God, Scott.
Yeah.
The last one.
You deserve it.
After I said, no, you haven't.
well,
What did you say?
He said he was going to have it.
I appreciate the hustle of
That's
wanting to earn the tenner, though.
Yeah.
So, well, from the smell of Ross's sweaty post-coital body to the sweet smell of victory.
I'm really sorry, Danger Club.
You take your hands off that timer, Ross. Don't. Oh no! Oh, you have besmirched our timer.
We survived.
So this is episode 188. This one. I want to remind you, it was episode 171, an Audrey affair, when you first set foot in the Plaza of the Feasting Fiend.
Wow.
That was a while ago. So you've been in there for a while, and for a huge portion of that, you've been in a single protracted combat, battling your way through everyone in there. How do we feel it went? How do we feel about the Plaza?
Well, we've lost the fucking shard, which is the most annoying thing.
That was pretty bad.
I mean, that is bad. I think it was a series of extremely tough encounters that we managed to scrape by. A few squeaky bum moments.
Yeah.
Did we lose
managed
the
to keep it
shard?
together.
Did we lose a shard, Ross? Or was the shards the curse breakers we made along the way?
Yeah, true.
I mean, I don't think we've heard the last of that, obviously.
No, I'm still
I'm quite interested.
sustaining that spell, to be honest, to see if it pops up.
And the thing is,
Bubba is.
That means that Bubba has one less move action than anyone else, and Bubba is.
All right, he's not
swarmed
sustaining
by-
it. All right, Dan.
Is it too soon to ask this? This is probably too soon to ask this, but I'm curious. Dan, did you have a sideline if we decided to just sack off the Curse Breaker and go after Edie?
You absolutely can do. I know what Edie is doing. I know Edie's plan.
But had you thought of a subplot? Have you thought, damn it. But I just wondered, because obviously I imagine you expected we'd just stick with the quest and let her go. But what if we just literally just turn around and been like, do you know what, fuck this, and we're going after it?
I knew I had the map panned out, and I knew the route she was taking to try and escape. It was, if you were going to straight up chase her, it was hard because she has haste, so she's pretty quick on her feet. So she has a lot of things stacked in your favour. But yeah, you absolutely could have tried to chase her down. Edie is one of my favourite NPCs for a while. I've really, really enjoyed Edie. She's from the adventure, but heavily modified, and was very, very reactive to you guys and the way you treated her and the way some of those roleplay sections went. And it just kept developing into what could have easily been like a one and done, to what has become a very exciting character who hopefully we will hear from. I hope so. She's got one of the important items of the show.
Yeah,
hopefully she'll be back. But we'll see. I'm really pleased with the Plaza of the Feasting Fiend. It was the bit of the adventure that I was really not sure how it was going to go, because on paper it looked like a bit of a meat grinder. And it's like, it's another dungeon crawl, and it looked quite hard. But I was like, you know what? You guys have been playing. We've been playing this game for 2 years now, for over 100 episodes of second edition. I was like, I feel like we're up to this. I feel like we can take this on. You can handle some tough fights, and we can have fights where I don't pull punches, or we see how it, and we just let the dice decide where it goes. And I was really excited by how close some of those fights were, and the tactics and the ways that you came up with of overcoming some of those, turning one of them into a jelly. Finally, that was an amazing a moment that came through just when you needed it. And some great texture ones. The fact that Caragor was a lemur for about half of that adventure.
Yeah,
I was sort of like coming around to it. At one point, I was like, if they give him a choice, I think he's going to stay like this for a while.
We're just going to find you like in the zoo, like just in the lemur cage, just sitting there going, "Come on,
take me back."
Yeah,
trying to bust out every couple of days.
Yeah.
He's like what's his name from Shawshank Redemption. He just can't adapt to life on the outside.
Yeah.
He's got a poster of an orangutan on the wall in a bikini. Just
fight another lemurs.
In all seriousness, I want a big shout out to Scott's lemur impression. That was very impressive. That's good. I've sort of heard similar in the past 10 years. But
I did it mid-game because I didn't know, and then Dan caught me listening to lemur impressions on my phone to try and get the thing right.
Yeah. Turns out it was Pornhub. It's lemur impressions. Is it?
Kind of the same noise. Doing kind of the same actions.
Who are you? A conservative
Monkey see,
MP?
monkey do. Yeah. I think
Tories.
What about you, Ross? You nearly died.
Yeah, not bothered, mate.
You all nearly died.
Yeah, we all nearly died. To be fair, we pretty much all nearly died.
All of you, apart from.
Well, the funny thing is, as well, it was a real two-shot because they were. I think Velda got hit 3. Well, I mean, the last time they put him down was like fair enough, but the two he got sneak attacked twice. Both by spears. Like, it's just the tank wandered over, stabbed him with the spear, nearly killed me, and then the other one just wandered over, stabbed him with the spear, and nearly killed me.
It was very... So their opening gambit, which didn't come off because of Bubba's excellent paralyze right from the start, that just took one of them out of a fight for a round, which was great to do, because they're so dangerous right off the bat when they could just do anything on their own full hit points. They were immediately going to be like, one drops darkness, the other one teleports up and sneak attacks Velda. Because he's the one with obviously the least armor, so he's the one that can take him out quickly. And in darkness, it's just sneak attack, and it's gonna be crits.
Yeah. It was the thing that I had to get out of that darkness. I was like, I've got to see what's coming because it's just bad news,
real bad news. But just
shout out to minor healing potions as well. 1 point. As I took that one just because I was keeping the other one because I've now got a lesser healing potion. I thought, well, I'll keep that for someone's actual healing, like running over Caragor or whatever was going to happen. So I was like, I'll take the minor to do the damage.
Yeah.
Fucking 1 hit point. They are just so bollocks now.
You did like 5 times as much damage to it as it did.
Yeah, exactly.
Technically, it has to be within 1 round, but sod that.
Okay.
You have made it out. You are on the back of Spike, and because you got a little way away. You got far enough away. Olo Himbar has had to break off pursuit in order to consolidate her gains in the city.
Oh, what the? I mean, dragons, trustworthy creatures. I mean, that was a turnaround, wasn't it?
Innit?
Yeah.
We're going to have to fight her then.
Yeah, it's just turning around. It was just like, whoa, I'm stressed with you now. God, that's not very dragon-like.
You've done everything I
Give me
asked,
that.
but hey, I'm going to burn
Yeah,
you.
I'm gonna eat you now. God,
Did you
that's
say dragons were trustworthy creatures?
yeah, legendarily trustworthy creatures. I
famously
mean,
not.
yeah, come on, just read the manual on dragons.
Never make a deal with the dragons.
No, I know. No, I'm joking. Of course, they are incredibly untrustworthy, and there we go. I kind of hoped it would be. I thought that you were still, Ross, apart from misgendering and getting everything wrong about. Also, still by the end, be like, I tell you what, you take us to Kibwe. I was like, I think that's done, mate. I'm not sure she's taking us anywhere except down her gullet.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah.
reckon us, the Cursebreaker, and Spike. I reckon we could have done her.
Could have taken the dragon. yeah.
Well,
And that
I-
army.
that
And that
curse
army and
breaker.
all. We could have taken that army and all, couldn't we?
I like to think that the army was like, because they were all separate groups. They wouldn't have been unified enough to take one side or the other, I don't think.
Yeah, we could have taken them out.
No, we couldn't have taken them as well as the dragon.
I don't think we
we
could have
could've
done. No, there's lots of them. Also,
We'll never know.
What's a bit
But-
strange is that they united in their hatred against us. All those different demon lords. I guess because we were clearly not from there.
No, I think
Not from round here, are you?
What my
Yeah.
read was that they recognised that the Cursebreaker was something of import and it come from the Angazani compound, so that I think a lot of them were just reacting on like, oh, let's grab that, or let's stop that from happening, or let's try and steal that. Also, something about the dragon, that dragon's an easy target. Also, how is she going to consolidate her territory? She's got to fly between different parts of the city and just stop small people running into it. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's not trying to
get back.
Yeah,
Get away from that.
yeah. Like she needs a group of
Excuse
people.
me, you can't go through the...
Yeah,
No, that's my territory.
It's like trying to funnel ants.
She has a stressful life. It's no wonder she was a bit aggy.
Yeah, it's true.
So we'll pick up with the Danger Club. With you all kind of, after a while, you're able to drop down off Spike and kind of walk alongside. A few of you can sit on the back because he hasn't got don't have the howler anymore, so you can't. The Pankrin. I can never remember which one it is. The platform.
No,
on the
it's
back.
gone.
Yeah, it's gone. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but
we don't need
literally
to remember what it
just-
is. It's
we just-
smashed. So
We were
a
just
few of you,
hanging off the back of Spike.
you were barebacking Spike all the way out of the city.
In Fulton,
Colin,
literally.
Colin, please. We're a group of adults here. If we can,
Dan, you know what you did, mate. Yeah.
I don't understand. I mean,
Oh, sure, yeah.
I think this is a bit much, actually.
I mean,
Colin. This is,
So do I.
I mean, Fulton. I dread to think of the patch that Fulton's sitting on because he has literally got his bare little shitty ass just rubbing all over this
now,
dinosaur.
isn't it?
Because he literally made a specific point that before he died, he shat himself several times, and he has not cleaned himself either. So you are just literally, it's Agincourt over again. It's a callback. It's literally Dwarven Agincourt.
in the incredibly humid, hot jungle.
Oh God! And you're wearing plate armor, naked.
I
I
wish
mean,
you
it's just
used-
the worst thing. You've no idea. It'd be like wearing a cheese grater.
Fulton, is that armour hot in the sunshine? Is it? How's Spike's scaly skin against your ass?
Well, it's kind of, it's like a flannel. It's kind of wiping it as well as grating it.
Like kind of
as-
scratching it.
Fulton, if you shit on my dinosaur, I'm going to yeet you off the back.
No,
of
I'm trying not to.
Caragor, can I just say, it's good to have you back, mate. Do you know what I mean? You're not a lemur, I can understand
Hey,
you.
thanks for that. Like you pulled a killer move in there, popping
you
that
know.
thing down my throat. That was well good.
It
of
is
you.
No
nice to
worries,
have you
mate.
back. Hey,
Yeah.
just a moment. A flannel that grates. What sort of flannel grates?
Well, you're a Riddler.
like sandpaper.
Oh, is this one of your dwarven growing up stories? Did it come from the grating hole? Did it?
Is that how you made flannels back in out of
So
sandpaper?
they make flannels to wash your bum.
Is there a song with it?
Yeah.
Go on then.
You take the flannel in your hand, you rub it on your bum. It goes up and down and up and down and round the corner too.
Is that? I should remember. Just one corner. Is that? You've literally taken the rhythm of the hokey cokey and you put it to a flannel that grates your arsehole.
What corner exists on the dwarven anatomy?
Are you going to put your left leg in now and then your right leg
Is there
in?
a shelf near your anus?
The fact that it's sandpaper as well, like That's doing me.
Grated anus, anyone?
Man, the old ring piece.
Yeah, that's the song.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, isn't it?
Oh, wash your asshole. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's what it's all about. So there's a sizzling coming from under Fulton's arms. And amidst all of the other awful smells, there is a really nice smell coming from Fulton's armpits at the moment, other than the part. It's the only part of him that has a nice smell.
My armpit meat is cooking well.
He's got like sizzling bacon hanging from his armpit hairs.
Now, when you put them under your armpits, do you use salt?
Of course, and it preserves them a bit longer.
Right, well, you shouldn't use salt because it stops them.
I lick them.
Well, I tell you what, I've heard that if you use salt, you really get the smell of the pork and the bacon. Like, you can really tell that you've had bacon under your armpits, apparently, if you use salt.
Apparently.
Yes.
Did you put any garlic under there, or...?
No,
That's just fucking wrong, mate.
You have to, I just
take the bulbs and throw them away.
Oh, you definitely throw those away. Don't do anything with those. In fact, actually, just burn them.
Yeah, burn the bulbs.
them. Yeah, burn the bulbs after they've been in Fulton's armpit. Garlic pit bacon.
I've tasted it. It's all right, to be fair.
Oh dear, no. I think you need some flanneling, mate. That's what this clear that stuff out.
Thank you so much for rescuing me.
I completely forgotten about you two.
Yeah, hanging onto the tail.
Right.
We're taking you to some spirits.
Yes, we're taking you somewhere that I can't actually remember this place at all, really.
We can remember where it is, so it's just up on that. Because when we came to look at all of this city, we had to come down from the top of the thing.
Yes,
look
A
down
couple
on
of
it,
ghosts.
just up there.
Yeah, the
couple
two
of
ghosts.
spirits.
What was the
Spectres.
It's about a day's ride. It's about a day's ride from
What
here.
was the point of it again?
They
They were
wanted-
going to kill us if we didn't do it.
Oh, really?
We'd never kill you, says Matt Letty.
No, I'm sure you wouldn't. No.
We saved your life.
Yes.
Saved your life.
Oh, wait, no. Okay, we've got a day. On the way, we've got to get real big. Don't you remember? We've got to be big. We've got to do things in a big way. We've got to be embiggened.
Oh.
That was like the side quest. Do you not remember?
I don't remember that.
Yeah, well, no, because
you don't remember it.
No, I remember because he was the god of big things, wasn't he? The big.
He who
but
was
they're not-
massive, yes.
He
the
who is
god
massive.
of big things.
Yes, that's
Oh,
it.
jungle is massive. Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got a
Jack
big
was massive.
dinosaur. Oh, no, they've seen the dinosaur already.
Seen a dinosaur.
I've got some
Oh.
big skin.
I tell you what, look, I've got a new big finger, and I click this click on my staff, and it turns to the big finger. There we are.
Give everyone the big finger.
We can,
I've
we
got
can
that
make
big
some
key.
We can make some
Big
stilts.
Huh?
Make some stilts.
Stilts?
Yeah. When I was back in my hometown, we used to get these things and just walk on them, and it makes you, taller.
You've got my old staff there.
Yes.
Actually, no, screw that. We're in a jungle, for
Yeah,
God's
we
sake.
could
There
cut
must be
down
loads
trees.
of
Like,
wood.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Right, do we want to stop, though?
No, let's not stop.
I've got to stop to have lunch or something. We should do it over
A
there.
quick thing. Sorry.
Yeah.
What's the Cursebreaker doing? Is he just lumbering along beside us?
Cursebreaker, after you get a little way away from the city and they stop chasing you, the Cursebreaker slows down to a walk and kind of just plods along.
Right,
So
okay.
you can easily get ahead of it, or you can slow down and stay with it. It's up to you, really, as to what sort of pace you want to keep. But if you want, you can move quite a lot quicker than it can.
Well, I mean, there's no point getting back to Kidway before
Well,
it.
We've got the Cursebreakers. That's
quite big.
basically big.
Oh, yes,
yeah,
but he's
yeah,
not
yeah.
going to come to the altar because I'm almost certain, as Caragor said, he's heading towards Kidway.
Unless-
Isn't that on the way to Kidway, though?
Yes, but we wouldn't be able to say, "Excuse me, Cursebreaker, you wouldn't mind just taking a little detour to
Yeah,
go
but
and
look,
say-" He
we-
doesn't seem very responsive. I think his
No, but
ears
no,
may be made
no.
of stone.
Yeah, but look, it's on the way, right? So all we need to do is walk a little bit faster because he's well slow, right? Walk a bit faster and go, oh, look, it's big. And as he walks up to us, we can go, look, we're big.
Well, yes,
Do you know what I mean?
I don't think that the altar is right next to the road, like a sort of
Felder.
little chef.
Can you?
Forget the whole thing then.
Can you? No, it's not a bad idea. I think it's a great
I
idea.
know. It was a good idea. I'd love to show it. I'm not sure how.
Nah, forget it.
No, it'll all hinge on this.
Well, no, I mean it's actually
Velda.
quite.
No, man. No,
I
it's
mean,
all right.
it's-
Let's do what you want to do, Velda.
I mean, well, it must only be like that.
Take your staff back.
In fact, no, I don't. I don't want it.
It's covered in claw marks.
I know. Look at what you've done with it. It's more like a sort of weird toothpick.
All right, give it here then.
It's like
See
when
your
you
stress
lend-
stick.
It's like
Thank
when
you
you're
very
at school,
much.
you lend your pencil to someone, they give it back all
It's all
chewed.
chewed,
You're
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Velda,
Bubba walks off gnawing it.
How does he do that?
all you've got to do to solve this problem is do a little magical recording of the Cursebreaker now that we can then show to the people up there on the hill.
A
So just
little
do that.
magical recording.
I'm sure it's a very simple magical trick. All you got to do is record.
You're sure that it's a simple magical trick
probably
to
easy.
capture the sound and image of something,
Yeah, and then
ethereal,
present it later
and then
on.
present it later on. Yes,
Easy.
You're an idiot. I know. I will show you because you're a massive tool.
He
What?
did ya? He
What?
tried to do you there.
What do you mean he tried to do me?
He was insulting you. He called you a tool.
Fulton, are you cooking?
Yeah.
Oh right, good.
Velda, are you deflecting?
Possibly. There's literal smoke coming off him now. It's ridiculous.
That
like
barbecue glaze.
Anyway, tools are useful.
I don't want to know what to glaze. Yes, that's true, actually. Yes, I'm not sure. That's a curious expression, isn't it? Anyway, we're doing something massive. Oh.
We don't
It's pity we can't
need
have
to
that dragon chasing us anymore.
Was this our quest? Did we just decide to do
No. That they said be big in a big way.
Be big in a
otherwise-
big way?
Well, hang on. Haven't we just killed a flipping
Yeah, we just
demon
killed a whole
lord?
town, didn't we? Like, that was big.
Wasn't big though, was it?
Well, I mean, we could show the flesh
big.
armor. We could give the flesh armor. That's quite big.
Hang on a minute. The flesh armor. I've got 2 spears. Now, with the flesh armor and the spears, we could make Big Puppet. Do you remember how we fell in love? Do you remember how you went down the steps and you put the skin armor on you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, imagine that,
With all the
but
arrows.
propped up with 2 spears inside, and we made some kind of like big walking like puppet of you. That would be big, wouldn't it?
Hey.
Oh, and I can project my voice.
Except it can't be you, Fulton.
Why?
You're I'm going to put this
Diminutive?
slightly shorter than the rest of us.
Oh.
Yes. You're
Only a little bit,
you're
though.
stocky.
Although,
yeah.
I mean, you are quite wide across. I mean, big is a kind of general
You are
concept
like a
that's abstract,
little
isn't
smelly, red, rashy.
I will
barrel
stand on your
with a
shoulders.
beard.
Who's taller?
Inside
Who's
the skin.
taller? Who's taller?
Out of
Stand
what?
back to back, Fulton.
it? Velda's probably the tallest, I imagine.
I'm quite tall, actually.
We stand back to back.
Me
Velda
and-
does not. Velda doesn't go anywhere near.
Who's taller than Fulton?
Fulton and Bubba. Are you including Fulton's hair?
Well, I don't know. That's
Including hair, Fulton is taller than Bubba.
Right.
Not including hair, Bubba is taller than Fulton.
so look, with your hair squished, I'm taller, but with your hair up, I'm not.
Wait, so if I stood on your shoulders, would your hair just tickle my balls?
Yeah, it's like a little brush.
I'm not into it.
There's some pictures of Fulton's emo phase when he had his hair down. So you wander, you travel on for a bit. The day is starting to get quite late, so you will probably arrive at the scene where you found where you met the ghosts tomorrow. So you are the jungle is starting to get quite dark, and it does occur to you that the Cursebreaker is not showing any signs of stopping.
So if we stopped it gets to the Kidway before us.
Yeah.
Well, that's not necessarily a bad thing.
No.
Breaks curse. didn't
Yeah,
it?
presumably just
Yeah,
march.
but we
to
got
its-
to keep an eye on it just in case.
Yes.
So it looks like we're going to have to go without sleeping.
Well, I guess a couple of us
No.
could like strap ourselves to Spike's back and go to sleep, and the others can like walk along.
Can the cozy cabin go on a moving thing?
The thing is also, if you don't sleep, you won't be able to get any of your spells back.
Yes,
And
I
Shania
see.
won't be able to
Yes.
perform any medicine on you to heal you.
But it's all right, we're going back to
Well,
completely
Shania's
safe
asleep
city.
already anyway. She's been sleeping ever since we left on the back of Spike.
Is the Balimba people, are they en route to Kidway?
They are en route, yes.
Oh,
You
okay,
found them
fine.
on the road. So
Well,
you will pass them.
See?
I
See?
didn't remember. Why are you pointing
They are
over there
on
at
the
that
road.
patch of jungle?
They're on the way.
Where did you get that information
I
from?
just popped into my head.
Popped into your head?
Yeah, like a voice came from afar.
The brain damage. I swear we've all got brain damage.
I
It's
got
bloody
no
jungle.
brain damage.
Yeah, well,
Convincing.
So
I think good.
yo, words good plus good.
Double plus good.
Double plus good.
So you ride ahead a little bit, so you've got a bit of time while the Cursebreaker's lumbering up a tall hill, catching up. So you've got time to kind of clamber down off Spike and have a little bit of a chat and decide what you want to do, how you want to camp.
I think we're going to have to camp. Look, if it's just doing a straight line to Kidway, we can probably catch up. It's not particularly fast right now.
Can we do a little perception, see how close he would be by the morning or whatever?
You would just at the speed it's going on the back of Spike, you would probably be able to catch it up in about half a day if you want to do. If it kept walking all through the night,
We'd have to really mush Spike though.
That's all right. If he's had a good night's sleep, we could do that.
Yeah, have
have
a
to
little
really-
rest. Give him some.
Yeah, and it'll be easy to follow because it'll be a straight line, and he's leaving quite a trail through the underbrush.
We'll get up early as well.
Like-
We'll get up at like 6.
Yeah, so we'll just eat. I could really sleep. I'm so tired.
Good to have a sleep, wouldn't
so
it?
long as you don't do any kind of big diversions, you reckon you've got time to kind of sleep at night and then ride through the day, and you will still get to Kibway ahead of. It depends if you're going to kind of catch up with the Curse Breaker and then slow down to its speed.
You say that with the tone of a DM who's looking on his screen at a big diversion.
It will be what it is. It's up to you. You could try. I mean, you could try and stop it somehow if you want to. If you want to try and get it to. If you want to try and get it to slow down.
I don't
Bubba
fancy
stands
doing
in
that.
front of the curse breaker and goes, "Stop!"
The Curse Breaker reaches out a hand, places it on Bubba, very gently moves Bubba to one side.
Bubba's
Whacks
made of
the
metal.
microphone,
Yeah.
and then carries on walking.
Bubba does the same thing, says it in Elvish. Slithering.
Eventually, he's just going to do the comedy like flick, isn't he? Just Chow.
Yeah.
How about
It
one
places a hand on you, Bubba, and moves you out of the way, but sort of whimsically and forlornly.
How about one of us just stays on the back, piggybacks him, and then the rest of you sleep? I don't need sleep. I'm fine. And I'll just stay on the back.
Why doesn't one of us? What
What would that serve?
Well, just to keep an eye on him.
And then you're on your own.
And then
If
you're
you
on
get
your own.
Bumbled.
And
Nah,
then
I'll be
also,
fine.
it just have this big skid mark all the way across his shoulder blades. I mean, nobody wants that. We're trying to convince the people of Kidway this is going to be their saviour, and you're
No,
going to come in and being covered in dwarf poop.
If anything, it would be all over his back because I'd be like sitting on his shoulders like a little child.
You've thought about this, haven't
and
you?
then the poop would just dribble down his back. Anyway,
Just give a good old wipe with sandpaper, you'll be fine.
Yes, that's right. You put your left leg. Right
so
leg out.
yeah, I'll stay on it, and you guys have a sleep, and I'll let you know if anything happens.
Fulton, you nearly died.
We
You
stay
look
together.
terrible.
to
Yeah,
be
we stay
fair.
together.
Yeah, stay together. Look, let's.
Okay.
I'll tell you what. Why don't we just camp and then catch up in the
Yeah,
morning?
let's do
We'll
that.
get up early. I'll wake everyone up at 5.
I think it
Can it be
defend itself.
5:30?
5:30 for 6. Yeah,
Yeah.
We're going to have breakfast.
and then we breakfast.
Yes, but we get breakfast on the back of Spike. A
No,
Spike.
because Spike doesn't have a thing anymore, a platform. Or are we just
Well,
gonna...
the Spike didn't eat from his own platform. He ate from the jungle.
What?
What?
What? We can have breakfast on Spike. We can just sit on the back of Spike. But Spike can eat now.
Make a fire in the crook of Spike's neck.
Yes. Get you going. Right, let's camp. We're talking nonsense.
All right.
All right. Bye, Curse Breaker.
Curse Breaker walks away sadly, giving you a little thumbs up. The Curse Breaker just ignores you completely and carries on walking along the road back to Kibway while you stop and very gratefully kind of just slump down, exhausted after your day of battles, and make camp. As you start to rest, Shania has time now to get out her healer's kit and start tending to all of your wounds properly, and you're able to sort of properly rest up. So mechanically give yourself back all of your hit points. Shania patches up all of your wounds over the course of the evening, and of course you can, those of you using Path Builder, can give yourself a full rest, so you get all of your spells back and you get all your focus points back. That's nice, isn't it?
Do we need to do any watches, or...?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Who's setting their watches?
I'll go first.
Bob will go second.
Okay. Give me some perception checks.
I'll go third.
Okay.
Third.
Do we only need 3?
32.
32.
28.
28.
Ooh.
It's a 29.
29. And final, probably do need one more. You need 4 of you to get through the night.
24.
24. The night passes peacefully. You can still hear the sounds of battle back in Holy Zatrumba in the distance, but they do not come closer. I imagine it's not the most restful night's sleep for any of you, as you can still hear the war drums in the far distance for it. Over the course of the night, while you're resting, Matt Letty takes off his enormous backpack that he has with him and pulls out a huge set of cards, and you can see him looking through them.
What's that?
Oh, this is my game. This is my card game that I've been trying to make. It is of course, as all things that we do, is a tribute to Balamdar, and so it is absolutely, all of the cards are absolutely enormous, so as to be the greatest of things. That's why it's the best games. Would you care to play a game?
Yeah.
Yes.
What's it called?
It is called Lost Cities of Worgen. It is a very, very simple game.
Yeah.
I can show you how to play it in just a few minutes.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Excellent.
All right.
Here, right. So he starts dealing the cards out one at a time. He's like,
Why did you make them out of stone?
because stone is big. Big things are better. The paper was too thin, so I had to honor Balamdar. Oh God, my back.
Nice and easily travel.
Do you know what I've done?
I've done permanent damage. I really have.
Bamboo, wood, or wicker, or anything like that? Like wood?
Wood. Oh, trees are very big. God, why did I not think of that?
Oh well, Matt.
I thought mountains are bigger than trees. Right here, you get a hand of 6 cards.
Right.
You need to hold them all at once.
Jesus Christ.
So heavy.
I was just going to put mine on the floor.
I'm just going to
I
rest
can
it down
see
there.
your cards, though.
What?
I can see your
I
cards.
think
fucking
that's
look
the
then.
point. I mean, look at it. It's massive.
What's that one?
All right, no, get off. I'm gonna slowly shuffle them all into a weird, like a wall. I'm gonna lodge them in the ground a few feet away from you, so you can't see what cards I've got.
Looks
Okay.
like a tombstones.
Yeah, I'm behind a bunker wall now. Effectively, I've got cover +3 tomatoes.
So you like digging holes
Caragor's
for this?
Yeah.
Just your top half of your head.
All right, good.
Okay, so the purpose of this game is to gain as many king points as possible. You gain king points by winning in the battle round. The battle round takes place after the harvest round, unless the thief is having an action, in which case the thief has an action between the harvest round and the battle round, unless the Knights of Ra is in play. Right, everyone understand? All right, I'm going to play my Big Hills card, and then I'm going to tap that, and he just pushes it round to the side, and I'm going to lay some giant pixies, and they are going to use those to attack Velda. Push those sideways. Velda, I need you to give me 7 wheat tokens.
I don't have 7 wheat tokens.
Right, you're killed. You're out of the game. I take your cards. Oh, they're so heavy. Oh God,
This is mystifying.
right. Oh, Fulton, it's your go.
Okay, I'm going to lay down my donkey card.
The donkey.
Aye. And that means I get to trade hands with one person. And I get to take your cards, Matt.
That's so heavy.
Oh, they're so heavy. Jesus Christ.
Converting, hold it. Okay. All right.
We should have just swapped places.
Oh,
to
you
be
should-
fair.
Such a terrible. Oh dear, Caragor, it's your go.
Okay, great. Okay, thanks. Well, I've actually got a wheat token here, so I could have traded with Velda, but it doesn't matter now. He's out of the
Forget
game.
Velda, he's dead to us.
He's dead now.
I'm still here.
No, we can't talk to you for the game. That's the rules.
All right.
Yeah, all
Okay.
right. I'm gonna play this card here. It says the Forbidden Battalion, right? But it's got a little crown in the bottom right hand corner. Does that mean it's a regent or something like that?
Oh, the crown symbol means that I must play whatever card is on the top of my own deck, and that's the King's Jewel card.
Oh no!
He places the card down, and then and you just see a tear form in his eye. He kind of places his cards sadly down on the thing, goes over to Fenella and goes, Fenella, I will always love you.
Whoa, hang
and
on,
just
hang on,
French
wait.
kisses the rat for a moment. Oh, what have I do? And then picks up a rock, goes, Now we must fight to the death.
Look, this is silly, this game. Look, put the rock down.
Why?
If you kill all your players, how are you going to make a publishable game?
It's true. It has been one of the real barriers to getting retailers interested.
I mean, and also it's made of fucking stone, like literally. So yeah, it's a good game.
I would like to invest in this game.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, no one. How much will you?
It's been a while, hasn't it, Ross?
It's been a while. I've got some money burning a hole in that little tiny pocket of yours.
I will give you 70 gold pieces.
Listeners, he only has 8.
I will give you 70 gold pieces for 60% of the business.
I need to go and talk to the wall. He goes off to the edge of the jungle. He's even going, no. Fenella is sitting next to her and just kind of wiping her lips and looking shocked. Oh, he comes back and he goes, would you be prepared to do a joint? Would you be prepared to be a joint invest with you and the other dragon, the one from back in the city?
Yes.
Very well. On that basis, I'd like to accept your offer.
All right. I go over and shake your hand.
Matt Letty shake
your hand.
Shake Matt Letty's hand.
Oh, I think we're gonna be a very successful.
Can I just play my hand? Is that all right?
What hand have you got?
Right, the top card says "Destroy this game."
Oh, what?
And I think I'm not. That's open to interpretation.
I don't recognise that card.
No, I don't know. I mean, maybe it means like just end the game, or it means that two people that are fighting doesn't need to fight anymore. But it doesn't mean that you need to break all the cards or anything. I'm not going to do that.
Well,
or
you
just
have to do what it says on the card.
Oh no, Bolton, no!
Just smashes them.
I said it was open to interpretation.
Right, well, that
Sorry,
means
I'll take
anything.
my 70 gold.
But it's fine now that the company's massively in debt, and I'm afraid now you and Olohimba, the dragon of Toli Zatrumba, now owe a huge amount of money to the company.
There was a bit at the bottom that said, "and then start making it again." So now you have to just make.
Is that in your handwriting? Did you chisel something on that
Where'd
card?
you get that chisel from?
What are you doing?
What?
Oh.
Get him!
Not really.
No,
and then
we are bound by the cards.
I cast mend on all the cards, so they all go back together.
You mend all of the cards.
There we go. It's all right.
Wait, you ran with this in your backpack?
The entire way, you're holding onto a dinosaur at one point.
No wonder you got a really
looks
bad
at you
back.
like, yeah, I know.
No wonder you got a bad back, man.
Oh man.
Also, out of everything you could have taken after, like, you were in prison, you went back for your board game.
And why did you take a board game into Holy Zatrumba in the first place?
I've been looking for investment.
From Demon Lords. Actually, be fair, that's
Well, you
fair.
never know.
Yeah, that's
they
actually
might,
quite
yeah.
true. Yeah, they're behind most things.
Did you get any interest there, or?
I was told to look in the dragon's den, and I
Right,
did,
yeah.
and it went very badly for me.
Oh, dear.
Fenella, why were you hanging around in the... That sounds like a sound excuse, but Fenella, what were you doing there?
Oh well, I'm always on a pilgrimage for Balamdar. I'm with me and
Are you an immersive actor? Going to a demon lord to try and get some sort of work? Is that it?
I was looking for investment in my cake making business.
Oh.
I wanted to make a cake bigger than the world.
But that doesn't work.
What? Why not?
Because the cake can't be on the world. If the cake's bigger than the world, how can it sit on the world?
Are you a bacon or a baconot? Because I'm a baconer.
I've got bacon under my arms.
Oh, God.
Should we go to bed?
I think we did, didn't we? Oh, no, wait.
This is
never
the
mind,
morning.
wait.
This is the morning.
This is the morning.
Oh, this is the morning.
We're
Yeah,
wasting our Why are we chasing after the curse breaker? What was the plan?
It's right. I woke us up at 5, not 5:30.
Yeah, it's 6:30 now.
So all of this has been fine. It's fine.
Good.
Right, pack your bags full of your stone things, and then let's go.
Shoves them all back in his backpack, and you will trudge off along with Spike. And after a few hours, you reach the clearing where you found, and you can see the bodies of two dead bodies lying, of the tall elves lying dead. Oh no, tall people lying dead in the middle of the thing. and there is a sense of there's a whole cold in the air. There's a spooky sense as you arrive. Oh, I remember this, says Vanilla. I remember this is where we were captured. This is where we asked for help from that six-fingered man.
Hey, well, ghosties.
There's a shuddering. And after there's a sort of shimmering in the air, and the two ghostly forms materialise in front of all of you.
Can't believe that worked.
I know. Good God, the ghosts have lowered their standards, haven't they?
Usually you need an
So it needs to be a
exorcism.
ritual or at least something. I mean, just shout ghosties and they appear.
Pretty
Apparently.
sure John Constantine has a harder time than that.
It is us, San Marco.
Polo.
Caracol, we didn't do the embiggen thing.
No, we're going to do it now. We're going to present them with the embiggen thing.
Have returned to us.
We said we would, and we kept our word.
Have you rescued our friend?
Look, over
they
there.
are.
Vanilla, the old lady. Largest of all the young old rats in all of the expanse. And Martletti.
Doesn't roll off the tongue so much.
It's hard to do in a ghost voice.
Martletti.
Martletti. Pillar of giant games. Which are impractical but very successful in crowdfunding terms. Because people like big games. But I see you have not rescued the halfling Wachira. The third one who came with them.
Oh,
Yeah,
Halfling
they
was dead.
they came to a sticky end.
dead.
In fact, you
Sorry.
probably had more chance of bumping into them than we would, because, you know, they're dead.
Being
so-
ghosts, the undead.
That is fine, for halflings are small and therefore dicks.
Well, it's a bit
shit.
prejudiced against
Wow.
little people.
I mean, you know,
but,
I've known some good halflings. I mean, I did know a dick halfling once, but, you know.
The ghost of a halfling comes floating up behind, his guts hanging out. Why did you have to say that about me? I'm not a dick. I have served Balunda, even though I have failed.
God, you're right, he is a dick.
Can we?
Oh, I couldn't listen to that.
Could we just get our money and then you can?
What was the reward? I can't remember.
Oh no, now
100,000 million.
now we have to live with his ghost forever.
That's what he wanted.
Unless we can rest. Oh, the deal was you must rescue our friends within 7 days and then properly do tribute to Balunda.
Right, yeah, now that
And if
bit.
you did so, we would not rend your flesh from your bones.
We have this golden coal.
What? No, that's not
No,
the plan.
that's not. It's tiny. Look,
That's not the plan. It's an
just
ordinary
put that
size
away.
What the? Where did you come from? We've been talking about it for
Come here, Trendy. What?
Right, so, well, no, look, we've got this I present this big finger! And Velda goes, and makes his big finger go. Yes, you see, I mean, I'm keeping it, but I'm showing it too. Look at my big finger.
That finger is pretty big.
What about?
I'm giving you the big finger.
And what about this board game made for big people?
That's not ours. That's Matt Letty's.
Hey.
Did you create this board game all by yourself?
Yes. I am owner of this board game.
you weren't.
I I'm 60% owner.
Yeah, exactly, that's not an owner of it.
That's just
You
a
didn't
shareholder.
make it.
No, I give
Oh, you are everything wrong that's with corporate, Western front side. It's just you had no creative ideas, and now you bought a percentage of it. You think you own it and do whatever you want with it. What are you, Disney?
Everything we've been through, and you're still so privileged. I mean, it's amazing.
No, wait, no. This is how we would tribute. Carol gets the spears out, puts them on the ground, gets the skin thing from Fulton. Remember?
Oh, yes.
Oh,
I
that's
climb
gross.
inside the skin.
Big skin.
Well, no, I think if you just hold one spear and I'll hold the other spear, we'll just make a big puppet. Okay.
Oh,
I don't
yes.
need to climb inside it because they're not like stilts. They haven't got handles on them. So
Look.
Oh,
We lift.
massive puppet.
it's a massive puppet.
Flesh puppet, massive flesh puppet.
I am a massive puppet. You're thinking, can I dance with us? Oh, yes, I can.
Yes, we were thinking that. Can it dance?
Yes, it
Yes,
can.
it can.
Can't it, Fulton? Ooh,
Hey,
Velocast dancing lights.
Dance,
So I go around the flesh puppet.
Hey.
Oi, oi,
I am so
oi.
massive. Look
Bubba's
at me.
doing a little bit of music.
Have you ever seen such a massive flap?
Oh, it's like being a Burning Man.
What's burning, man?
That's when we burned a man. We got a big puppet. We're like, look at the massive puppet. He was like, I don't care, I'm burning. It was, good times.
Yeah, it sounds a bit
There you
overrated,
go.
to be honest.
So we did the thing that you need.
Yes.
Pretty big, huh?
Truly, you have honored Balumdar with your massive meaty puppet.
Sweet.
Very well. We release you from your bond.
Hooray!
We will not try to slay you, since all of you have broadly contributed with your big meaty puppet, your big tunes, and your big finger.
Hey.
Now, finally, we can rest at the side of he who is massive.
Can we have some cash?
Yes.
Sick.
Thank you.
Don't ask, you don't get.
We will grant you all of the riches you can find upon our bodies.
Well,
We
that's
grant you also the blessing of Balumdar. In your time of need, call upon he who is massive, and we will grant you his boon.
Can't we just do that now?
No. We're going to give us the ability to turn massive whenever we want to. Think about the ramifications of that. It's like an enlarged spell.
Yeah, we can like.
To clarify, he said boona, not boona. We're not going to.
I thought you said poon, actually, so I was just
What do you think of that? Poo?
A massive poon.
I thought you said a lamboona or something.
Fulton, what's a lambooner?
It's a dwarven.
He had to ask.
You come from a mountain of lies. You really do.
Is there a song for that?
No, it's a
Just
lamb.
one
It's a
bowl.
lamb crusted fish.
So you get a fish, crust it with lamb.
How does one make a lamb crusty?
So no, you get the fish and then you sprinkle it with crusty lamb.
That does not answer my question.
You just leave it out for a couple of days, and then use the smelters to singe the top layers of the lamb.
Such a long, arduous process to make what sounds like a fucking terrible food.
Sounds awful.
Sounds pretty bad. to be
Lamboona,
honest.
try it.
I can't, I'm dead. I will never know the sweet taste of lamboona.
Well, see ya.
Bye.
Oh, what about
Rest
the cash?
well.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
where's your bodies?
They're just in the clearing.
Oh, there.
Here, take some cash.
It puts a hand in its pocket and holds out a ghostly hand full of gold pieces to you, Fulton.
Oh.
Thank you.
You
put my hand out.
You put your hand goes straight through the
Oh.
hand. It turns his hand round and just gives you the finger.
Look at the big finger, dwarf. Look at it. That was a big joke.
and they just fade away. Mist.
Please, some of the halfling goes as well.
The halfling's like, oh, I'll go to haunt them forever.
Times like these, I'm glad I'm not a paladin or a champion or a cleric, as I would have been forced to commit an exorcism just then.
What do they have on? What do they have on them?
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I hate being the honest guy. Didn't we already? Because we found one body had like a small emerald and some money on it, and then was going to give them back at that. Do you remember the adventure that we found them all and we're like, oh, okay,
I do. True enough, the bodies have been looted clean by Caragor.
Right. So there's nothing left on them anymore. Okay.
No, so we've found now, legitimately we have it, an emerald and some platinum pieces.
Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah, 6 platinum pieces actually.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
that's good.
yeah.
That's one each.
Right, let's go and catch up with the Curse shall we?
Well, no.
Hey!
What?
So Matt,
No, this is Jam Jam. I'm still here.
Oh, thank God for that.
Yeah,
You sound remarkably
bloody
similar to
hell.
those ghosts.
see you later,
How
Matt.
did you keep up running, Jam Jam? Your little legs.
Yes. Good luck. Good luck with the game there, Matt Letty. And,
Yes,
and
very good, yeah.
even though you were somewhat reluctant, you were
If you
a hero.
want to,
It's very good.
if you want to try Kibwe, they might be looking for games.
Yes, you think that might be a good market for
It
like
may be.
massive games?
Yes.
Yeah, they like
yes.
massive stuff sometimes.
They're going to be in a spending mood because they're
Isn't
about to
there-
get a plague broken in their entire, so they're going to be happy.
We're
Isn't
looking
there
for something
like
fun to do.
Yeah.
Wasn't there like a bullywug in a bath in a
Oh,
pub
that was our brewery.
Oh, it's a brewery. Yeah,
is that the brewery in Kibwe? Or was
Yes,
that ages ago?
yes. No, that was a halfling, wasn't it?
That was a
halfling.
Good Barrels brewery, yes.
That was a while away.
Maybe that brewery they need some kind of like, and you won't be able to move that game from there because it's all made of stone. So if you made that like the house game in that brewery, he might actually make some
You
custom.
could put it in the beer garden.
Yeah.
He's quite happy to sell shares of his place as well.
Oh, yes,
We've got about
yes.
200 shares in it.
Yeah, worthless, really.
I think we're losing money out of it. But you never know. You might make money out of it. You might be able to buy his old pub for about $5.
Anyway, well, I tell you what, should we catch up with the curse breaker?
Hey, let's
Yeah,
go.
anyway.
See ya.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you both.
Maybe we will see you in Kibwe. I'll try and pitch that there. But until then, Fenella and I have got a lot of catching up to do.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
you
good.
kids
You
are
understand.
all
Good luck
right.
with that.
Understand what we're talking about.
Yeah, oh,
I got
yes.
that.
You're gonna have sex with each other.
Jesus.
I'm going to have sex with her. Yeah.
All right, let's calm it down. Yeah?
Sorry. I was just.
It's not what we needed to hear. We got it. We got the subtext.
Is that what you do when you meet a couple, do you? So you going to have sex, are you? Fucking hell.
I just don't have a filter.
Hey, Matt and Fenella, you're the first people we've met in a long time that just join us that are named for a while, as you are.
Yes.
That haven't died.
I haven't died, yeah.
Well, that's good to know.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
Be careful in the forest, though.
Yeah.
Oh, good luck. And they turn and walk off into the dark jungle together.
Oh, that's
Probably not the best place for them to
No,
walk,
they'll
is it?
probably die in moments.
It's quite
but that's-
dangerous in
They have
there.
the option to go to Kibwe and they can shag there in a hotel
At least they found love.
in a
Love in the
hopeless
jungle.
place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In a hopeless place.
All right, Spike, let's go.
Spike's voice sounds a lot like Philippe's voice. And the Spike runs off. Spike runs off. You're like,
Fine, sod you, Spike.
See you later, then.
camera in hand to go and watch Matt Letty and Fenella, the old lady.
Always knew he was a little voyeur, that Spike.
And you all make your way, so you speed up through the day. You're able to catch up with the Curse Breaker. So what's the plan? The Curse Breaker is moving at the speed the Curse Breaker is moving. It's about probably about another 7 days back to Kibwe. Is the plan to kind of get ahead of it, sleep, and then let it catch up, or are you going to try and rush ahead of it and get that to Kibwe?
We should probably
before
see
it-
what
We'll try and
Kibwe's
get
like.
ahead,
Well,
really.
I think we could probably pace it for now, and then when it's come up to Kibwe, maybe run ahead of Kibwe to let them know it's coming.
So
But
you got a bit of time.
otherwise, because we'll just go to Kibwe and be like, well, it's all blobby and grim until this
Yeah, but
big guy gets
we should
here.
probably know. We should go there to see how bad it is at the moment. Really.
I just think it's pretty bad. He said it's Velda, weirdly. It's pretty bad.
Things are indeed looking
Yeah.
pretty bad. So you travel for the next week, resting, grabbing a little rest as you can, getting ahead of the Curse Breaker, trying to keep an eye on it. It does just kind of keep its relentless march now and then. Velda, give me an Arcana check. Most of it.
I'm running out of space here. That would be a 23.
A 23. You do work out that using some simple magic, you are able not to communicate with it, but to kind of communicate that you're trying to protect it. So you are able to actually get it to stop from time to time. So if you're able to, you are able to kind of get it to stop while you rest, and then it starts moving again the next morning. You're able to kind of persuade it to kind of stop for a few hours at night, which kind of lets you keep pace with it a bit more.
Okay.
So that gives you a bit more control over it, which is good because as you arrive on the last day, you race ahead to try and get to the city, and in the distance you see the city of Kibwe ahead of you, and as you're getting close to it, you can hear sounds of panic and shouts and screams coming from the city, and that is where we leave it for tonight.
Kibwe! We're back!
Kibwe!
Welcome to the end of the episode. Here at the end of time, we have recorded the Dangerlings of the Week. This week, that honor belongs to the ethereal Stephanie Muniz. To get your name on the tombstone of this episode, go to www.patreon.com/DangerClub-podcast.
Does anyone actually say www.com anymore?
Yes, I am ancient, therefore before the time where...
Is that why we still got a 56k modem?
Yes.
Oh.
And you fucking hog it all the time to play or to do your LAN parties.
I do love LAN parties.
MySpace.
He's still there, drawn on his blackboard, isn't he? Even at the end of time. What was his name? Tom.